Hey, it's Sam here from KitchenGadgetsClub.com and also the voice behind your popular Kitchen Gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. So this week is the last week of the school term for our kids at school before they break up for Christmas, and we don't normally have much frozen food in the rest of the time, and they normally get excited when they go to friends' houses and they get some frozen food, so I thought I'd treat them to some nibblies from Iceland and Tesco. So if you want, watch over my shoulder as I put it together and make them a nice board for their dinner. So what have I got, you may be wondering? Well, I've got some shrimp, or prawns if you're in the UK of course. I've got chicken nuggets, Sophia's favourite request. I've got some cocktail sausages. I've got some mini hot dog bites. I think that's a kid's dream, isn't it? I've got some duck spring rolls. I've got some chicken tikka bites. I've got mozzarella sticks. I've got chicken fajita taco cups and George's favourite onion rings. Between the kids, George would always choose onion rings, Sophia would always choose the chicken nuggets. So a nice selection going on there. So let's get it all on and I'll show you how to do the same for your kids using your air fryer. So if you're planning something similar with some frozen food, maybe you're having a party, maybe you're thinking Boxing Day treats you're all going to have, what you need to bear in mind is some frozen food is quicker cooking than others. So always aim for the fastest cooking food to go in last so that everything is ready at the same time. So let me show you some examples here of how it differs from recipe food, from frozen food to one another. Tempura shrimp and duck spring rolls are very fast cooking. The longest cooking time here I've got is the chicken nuggets, and I would probably give the cocktail sausages a bit longer. They won't spoil if they go on for longer either, and of course mozzarella sticks don't take long either. So let's get some food going on. Let's start with Sophia's request, and that's some chicken nuggets. So 8 chicken nuggets there. Onion bhajis, onion rings, and next. So if you're doing onion rings in an air fryer, the best ones are always the battered ones. And then after onion rings, let's get some cocktail sausages on. And we're going to pop them on top of the onion rings. So for a recap, we put the chicken nuggets, we've done the onion rings, and we've done the cocktail sausages and put them all in one side of the air fryer because these are the longest cooking ones. And now we can start popping frozen food into the other side. So these say air fryer in 8 minutes. I really don't trust the air fryer instructions on the packaging, if I'm honest. And that is because not all air fryers are equal, and you don't know which air fryer they've actually used or how trustworthy it is. I've found that with a few of them now. And if you do love your frozen foods, this time of year it's always much cheaper, so go and grab yourself a few bits and pieces. See, these say in 6 minutes on them, which I have to agree that mozzarella sticks are really fast cooking in there. But it's more that you have to worry that the stuff's going to squirt out. And then I like it, I've always been a fan of Iceland food anyway for the air fryer. This says 8 to 10 minutes, which I think is better because not all air fryers are equal, so to put just 8 minutes down, you know, it can vary a bit from air fryer to air fryer. So these are the little hot dog bites. Some of them are stuck together though. Then the chicken tikka bites. So like I expected, the shrimp, like I've said before, it's very quick cooking in the air fryer, and this says 7 minutes on the packaging, whereas some say 8 or 6. So you would find that most of these foods cook between 6 and 10 minutes in the air fryer. So I pop some of those on. And then duck spring rolls, they say 10 minutes, but whenever I've done them from frozen, they've always been about 8. So I'm wondering if these are really big. No, they're the standard size. But the thing is, if you haven't got a Ninja, if you've got a different brand like a Tower is much slower cooking compared to Ninja. So just bear that in mind. You know, one of my readers said to me recently, it's just trial and error, and it very much is when it comes to learning the cooking times of your air fryer and seeing how it does. So there you have it, we are ready to air fry. So like I said, some of these are going to be done quicker than others. So I just want to show you the differences when you see them on screen to what they're actually like. So let's get this lot on. So now you want to set your time and temp. So for zone 1, we're looking for 180 Celsius, that's 360 Fahrenheit, a cook time of 8 minutes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do zone 2, and then that's going to be air fry again, 180 Celsius, 360 Fahrenheit, a cook time of 12 minutes. And then we're going to sync it so that drawer 1 doesn't start until it's down to 8 minutes, and then press start. Introducing you to the complete multi-cooker cookbook, featuring all your favourite recipes, including chicken pie or risotto, soup, sponge pudding of course, and there is 125 delicious everyday recipes in here that you're just going to absolutely love. And then if you pop over to the back cover, you can see even more delicious recipes that are included, including our favourite Spanish potato casserole. We've got some nice vegetables going on. We've got lasagna in there. We've got granola and homemade yoghurt. And then of course, the best one of them all, teaching you how to do pork with crackling. And we've got many tips and tricks for using the probes. And of course, remember, all our cookbooks come with both metric and imperial measurements, and this is going to be the first multi-cooker cookbook that's traditionally published, so we're really pleased that they've chosen us to do this with. It's going to be an absolute honour to bring it to you. So don't forget to head over to KitchenGadgetsClub.com/books and pre-order yourself a copy. So we've beeped, so shall I show you what they look like? Oh yes, look at those. Don't they look fantastic? You've got your chicken nuggets, your little cocktail sausages, your onion rings, your spring rolls, your chicken tikka bites as well. Oh, and everything is perfectly cooked. Isn't that brilliant? Oh, and why do I just want to eat those? So, should we dish them up? So, what I've got is I've got this lovely little platter here. So it's perfect for dishing it all up into, but I also wanted to make the kids something else as well, because they love, like us, the baked camembert, and I've managed to get hold of some smaller ones, so I thought a little cute one would be perfect for them. So I'm going to dish this lot up, and then I'm going to get it back on with the camembert in. So let's add it all into the platter for them. And then for sauces, what I've got here is, that's the sour cream one from the supermarket, and the other one's just some barbecue sauce, because George loves barbecue sauce and he would eat it by the bucket load in everything. And then these are the little hot dog bites. Oh, they look cute. I just need to make some extra space so that we can fit in some cheese as well. Never mind the kids, what about us grown-ups? Doesn't that look amazing? Right, so I'm just going to put it to one side while I get the camembert on. And then little camembert in that side. Now turn it on, and then you're looking for air fry. We're doing a match, and we're looking for 180 Celsius, that's 360 Fahrenheit, and a cook time of 10 minutes, and then press start. So it's on its cool down, so shall we see how the camembert's doing? Are you ready? Oh wow, look at that, doesn't that look fabulous? So, shall I give it a quick poke with a knife just to see if it's nice and gooey and soft? Oh yes, we are gooey, look at that. So that cheese is ready for them as well. Tea towel round it is the easiest way to transfer it out. Let's get the air fryer out the way. Pop it to one side, and then I'm just going to move these spring rolls so everything fits. Oh, and look at that for a platter. Do you think the kids are going to like that? I think so. So should I try it or should I leave it completely for them? Oh, it just looks so good, doesn't it? Oh yes. So like I said, how easy was that? You've got your chicken nuggets, you've got your sausages, you've got your onion rings, you've got your shrimp, you've got your spring rolls, you've got your taco cups, you've got your chicken bites, you've got your camembert that you've just done, and you've done your hot dogs, and you've got a barbecue sauce, and then you've got a nice other dipping sauce as well. So, oh, I have to try it. Cocktail sausages in the air fryer, they are absolutely delicious. It's so good, and that's just perfect for when you want something quick and simple for the kids and you want to spoil them with a nice little platter of all their favourite little buffet foods all in one place. Then this is it. Thanks so much for watching our YouTube video. It feels so amazing that you've stuck round to the end, and of course that must mean that you like our videos, so why not also follow us on social media. You can find us at the Kitchen Gadgets Club on Facebook, and on Pinterest, TikTok, we're Kitchen Gadgets Club. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel for more great videos like this one, and you can also find us at KitchenGadgetsClub.com, where we have a membership that shares brand new kitchen gadget recipes every week, and we also have lots of great ideas, resources, tips and tricks, and we are an ovenless kitchen, so we teach you exclusively how to cook with kitchen gadgets. And a ciao for now.